Riddle me this, riddle me that. How much can a rat-a-tat-tat?
Wow.
You like that?
Yeah, I like it. I think I've heard it before.
Okay.
3 times. But yeah, it's good.
You don't like it?
No, I'm impartial, like most Stoics would be.
Very good, very good. Well, look, today's about something that you overdo, and it's called knowing your true value.
And what do you mean by overdo?
That's for the listeners at home to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Diogenes of Sinope said, "We sell things of great value for things of very little, and vice versa." It's a short one today.
That's it.
That's it.
Say it again then.
Yeah, so we sell things of great value.
Okay. Which is good for a sales podcast to
Very
have a
good.
quote
He was
like
thinking
that.
of us like that.
There's this amazing story that I saw. I think it went viral on social media and stuff like that. But a bottle of water at a petrol station, £1. A bottle of water at a train station, £2. A bottle of water at an airport, £3. And a bottle of water at a concert at the AO Arena, £5. Same bottle of water, different value.
Why?
It depends on the problem you're solving, but I think I've always heard this around like the world of sales of if you're going to solve problems, solve rich people's problems. So if you're thinking about starting a business or what you solve, like do you genuinely know what problems you're solving so you're not feature and benefit dumping? And do you know like typically what the cost of that problem is? That's your job as a salesperson to find out. It's not just to slap a piece of AI on it and hope something happens. It's about like, what is the genuine cost of that problem? And we use different sales techniques and therapy techniques to kind of unearth what the real cost of the problem is. Because then and only then when you have a true understanding of the problem, can you actually say, well, this is how I'd solve it. And this is the price for it.
Yeah. You know what else I think about as well with this is when we spoke to Rory Sutherland, he was talking about the train issue. It's like trains in the UK with, pay too much. It's like they're always late. They cancel, everyone's unreliable. All these things that are like granted things to think about. And rather than solving some of the problems that you can't solve, the problem you can solve is when someone gets on the train, it's like the best train service and train experience ever. And he's like, sometimes we're overemphasizing the short-term win of like, this might just get the deal over the line, for what could be a long-term win and a long-term gain. And you think about different deals that you've closed in your sales career without actually knowing what the cost of not solving the problem was. Chris Voss might say like leaving money on the table or something like that, you know? So if you qualify your prospects properly, what you should be left thinking about is what is the problem they're trying to solve and what's the true motivation to fix it. What I'm mostly is people that kind of know the symptom to a problem and they get happy ears and commission breath and think, let's just show you what we've got. But they don't go into the depth of what's the actual problem. How do you know it's a problem? Why have you not fixed it before? What do you think stopped you? How would the future look if you could? All those little layers of depth that would really give you the full picture. And then when it comes to pricing, is this paracetamol headache budget or is it life-changing brain tumor budget? They're two very different things.
There's a book that we love and a guy that wrote the book that we admire, Keenan from Gap Selling, and we've had him on the podcast quite a few times, and I've seen him do it like in live, like trying to get to the root of the problem and really understand what that gap is. And I think it's brilliant, and that's your job as a salesperson. Your job is to ask kind of squirmy questions and understand, because if your job is just turning up and trying to push whatever shape it is into a round hole, well, you're not needed as a salesperson. A salesperson, we don't necessarily need somebody to tell us about all the features and benefits and objects. A cred deck can do that at the end. What we need salespeople to do is really get in there, get in the mud and start to unearth and find the problems. And only when you ask decent questions can you truly start to kind of coax that out of them. Remember, information and knowledge is power.
Quick side note. What's your favourite decent question?
What's my favourite decent question? So not good and not bad, just decent. When did you first feel like that?
Wow. I put you on the spot then. You didn't mess it up.
Thanks.
Thank you.
What's your favourite good question?
Why?
But why can be scary, can't it, at times?
Why can be scary, can't it?
Yeah, for certain people.
Yeah, no, it can.
Well, think about the analogy that we give. If I say,
well, here's how I would lay it out to you, right?
please.
So you give me a problem. You've said like, we've tried it before. We've tried to fix it, but we think now's the time to do something.
We think now's the time to do something.
I go, okay, can I ask you a bit of a squirmy one?
Yeah.
Why now?
Mm.
The actual layering of the question, the preface.
If you just sat there like a seagull going, why?
Yeah.
Why? It's annoying.
Like
You'd sound like me, and you'd be annoying, which both things can also be equally true at the same time. I've been Jack Frimston.
I've been Zach Thompson.
Remember, you will die.
Nigella Lawson.